Well, I met Blake. I worked with her husband Ryan several years ago, so I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah.
What started as a dream project has now turned into one of Hollywood's biggest behind-the-scenes battles. Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni. Who's really telling the truth? Is this just a creative disagreement? Or are we witnessing a full-blown Hollywood meltdown featuring lawsuits, celebrity alliances, and even accusations of forged documents? But before we dive into this cinematic drama that's better than half the movies Hollywood actually produces, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Why? Because every time you subscribe, you're not just fueling the gossip fire, you're literally helping me afford my overpriced coffee addiction. And trust me, I need caffeine to keep up with this level of drama. All right, now grab your popcorn because this tea is scalding hot. Let's go. The dream that turned into a nightmare. Once Upon a Time, It Ends With Us was set to be the next big book-to-movie adaptation. Fans of Colleen Hoover's novel were ecstatic when Justin Baldoni, known for his heartfelt storytelling, was announced as the film's director, and potentially one of its stars.
Reynolds would be too distracting.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
And then they went like, so what can we do about the eyebrows?
I'm honored, and I'm also more honored that because, what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful that we're able to have this much anticipation, and so many people want to go see it and are talking about it. Like, that's what I'm grateful for.
Add in Blake Lively, fresh off her reign as Hollywood's queen of wit and wardrobe, and you had a film that practically sold itself before even hitting the cameras. Fans were excited. Confetti was metaphorically thrown, and it seemed like smooth sailing ahead. Until suddenly, the ship hit an iceberg. The allegations that shook Hollywood. Things took a sharp left turn when Blake Lively publicly claimed that Baldoni was forcing comedic elements and extravagant wardrobe choices onto the film, completely overshadowing the emotional depth of the story. According to her, what was meant to be a deeply raw and moving adaptation was turning into something far too lighthearted, against her wishes. And then Baldoni fired back, not just with words, but with a massive defamation lawsuit worth hundreds of millions. He came armed with text messages, emails, and meeting logs, all supposedly proving that Lively had agreed to the comedic touches from the beginning. So was she forced? Or was she just changing her story mid-production?
Wrong.
Yeah.
And they said, so you were the choice, but the network said that your eyebrow. I was one of two people, maybe, and then I get a call from my managers and my agent. They were both on the line, which means it's something serious.
Right.
Either you got the job or there's something.
I mean, honestly, the way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so fascinating to me.
Could Lively's evidence be fake? This is where the story takes a turn into full-blown courtroom drama. Baldoni has gone as far as to suggest that Lively's camp may have planted evidence or misrepresented documents to make him look like the villain. If this turns out to be true, we're not just looking at a creative disagreement. We're looking at a legal scandal that could completely wreck someone's reputation. But then, Hollywood's biggest names jumped into the fight. Hollywood's A-list takes sides. As tensions escalated, 10 major celebrities stepped in, and most of them sided with Baldoni. Gina Rodriguez, who worked with Baldoni, called him a respectful collaborator and said comedic choices were always a group decision. Chrissy Metz dropped a cryptic truth and kindness message, an indirect side-eye at Lively's claims. Hilary Swank, who rarely comments on Hollywood drama, reportedly found the accusations against Baldoni hard to believe. Mindy Kaling suggested that comedic choices are never forced onto a movie, especially not onto an A-list actress like Lively. Selena Gomez questioned how a lead actress could be blindsided by creative decisions, implying Lively was fully aware. Shawn Mendes randomly posted a message calling Baldoni one of the real ones, because apparently, even pop stars need to weigh in on Hollywood drama. Camila Cabello outright said, "A star as big as Lively doesn't get forced into anything." Sophia Bush made a vague statement about how one person's story isn't always the full story. So either Baldoni is a master manipulator, or Lively's meltdown might not be telling the whole truth.
I for sure fell short, and you worked really hard on that, and the way you framed it, and how that made you feel. I just want to say thank you for sharing that with me. That takes a lot of trust and vulnerability, and I feel really grateful that you feel safe enough to tell me that that's how you feel and share that with me. And I'm really sorry. I f***ed up. That is a fail on my part. One thing you should know about me is I will admit and apologize when I fail. I am far from perfect. I am a very flawed man, as my wife will attest. And and I'm gonna f*** up. I'm gonna say the wrong thing. I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth. I'm gonna piss you off, probably, but I will always apologize.
Section 5. Lively's defense. Is she being ganged up on? Lively's camp isn't backing down. They argue that this isn't just about comedic elements, it's about being manipulated, pressured, and silenced. They claim these 10 celebrity defenders only saw Baldoni's public persona, not what happened behind closed doors. They also point out that just because someone is an A-list star doesn't mean they're immune to behind-the-scenes pressure.
And find my way back to center. That is one thing I can assure you of. And I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That must have felt terrible. And I will for sure do better. That was not my best weekend, and I should have given it more time. And damn right, you got great friends if that's how you felt and they knew that. And we should all have friends like that, aside from the fact that they're two of the most creative people on the planet. The three of you guys together, it's unbelievable. Talk about energy and just a force, all three of you. But I just wanted you to know that I didn't need that, because it's really good and it's going to make the movie sing like you said, and I'm excited to go through the whole movie with you. I'm just excited to spend time with you. I'm excited to be in your sphere and your presence, and for us to share creative juices together, although that sounds terrible. I think you and I have been trying to build a relationship, which I think we've done successfully. I mean, here we are talking like this, me into my phone at 2 a.m, but largely via text and voice note. And I will be honest with you, that is not my biggest strength. I love being with people and being in somebody's space and being face to face, and I feel like that's where I excel, and definitely fallen short at times in our text and voice note exchanges, because there's so much to communicate and there's so much happening, and all that to say, I'm just really looking forward to spending time together, and I think that's going to really go a long way for our chemistry, which I believe is there, has been there from the start. So I was so damn excited when you wanted to do this film. I felt it in the room when we met, and yeah, I think it does come from the both of us being hardworking and having a vision and not settling. Hey Blake, it is 2 a.m. Hopefully this does not wake you up. Whew. Wow, there's so much I want to say to you, and I hope that we can FaceTime or see each other in person soon and get to talk more. But I'm just going to send you a few thoughts, and hopefully it's not going to be more than a few minutes. But that I don't have the best track record. I don't think either one of us have the best track record for our voice memos. I want to start with an apology. Man, reading the second part of your message, my heart sank, and I'm really sorry.
Hollywood is a power game, and if you don't hold the right cards, you might get played, even if you're Blake Lively. The courtroom battle and the future of the film. So where does this leave us? If this goes to trial, expect big-name testimonies, leaked text messages, and possibly a Hollywood career-ending scandal. If Baldoni proves his case and reveals fake evidence, Lively's credibility could be shattered. If Lively proves she was misled, Baldoni's reputation might take a permanent hit. Meanwhile, It Ends With Us sits in limbo. The film may never see the light of day, and if it does, will fans even care? Or will the off-screen drama overshadow the entire project? This isn't just another Hollywood feud. This could redefine how we view creative power struggles in the film industry. But what do you think? Was Blake Lively unfairly manipulated? Or is Justin Baldoni just defending himself from false accusations? Let me know in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because every subscriber helps me not only afford my daily coffee, but also my car payment. Seriously, YouTube monetization is the only thing keeping my wheels on the road. Until next time, stay blessed and never agree to go skydiving without a parachute.